Hello and welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you haven't, welcome. I'm going to be doing a reading today for Sagittarius in love. It will be a past, present and future reading, and this will be a 2-week read. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind if it does not. Let's get started then. For Sagittarius in love, please provide me with past, present and future for Sagittarius in love. For the highest and greatest good, please provide messages of clarity for Sagittarius. 2 more. Right, so your overriding energy, Sagittarius, for the reading is the 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords speaks about looking back at the past. It can speak of the underdog. It's an underdog energy, potentially being hard done by, reflecting on the past. It's a very sort of mental energy at this time. As you can see, the clouds are quite jagged. It's a lot of thought going on, reflecting on the past. As I said, somebody in this picture looks a bit upset. It's like you've won the battle, but not the war kind of energy. Right, so let's look at the past energies. You have the 10 of Wands, which speaks of new beginnings, new cycles, speaks of potentially carrying a lot of weight in terms of your desires, in terms of that sort of inner spark, that inner joy. As you can see, the man in this card, he's got so much, carrying so much weight, he's kind of going off track there. So potentially in the past, especially here with this 5 of Swords, you were carrying a lot on your shoulders, in your life, in terms of, it speaks to me of not being very grounded, of not being a very grounded energy, but we will clarify. In the present energies, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is amazing. So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is always working in your favour, Sagittarius, and it's the Wheel of Fortune just, working for you, moving things forward, and it's always for your greater good. So at this time, times have changed, as we have with the 10. So, 10 is the 1 and the 1 is the 10. It's new cycles, new beginnings, which is amazing, and which is what is also probably causing this sort of looking back at the past, the energy of looking back at the past in a sort of retrospect at this time. And in the future energies, we have the Judgment. So it's a really nice energy actually, because although we're sort of reflecting, we're doing it in the right way, and then we're moving through the Wheel of Fortune to the Judgment card in the future, which is freeing yourself up. It's freeing yourself up and letting go of those things that don't serve you, those people. It's being your authentic self, and as you can see in this card, it's being naked again. It's like being reborn. Know that you're guided as well at this time, Sagittarius, with the Wheel of Fortune here and the Judgment card. You are guided at this time. I feel like I'm talking about so fast, I can't get my words out. Right, maybe things are happening quite fast at this time. That's probably why I feel like I'm just like la 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 la, motor mouth. Right, so let's clarify the 10 of Wands in the past energies. Let's clarify this 10 of Wands for Sagittarius in love. Maybe it was a relationship that was weighing heavy on your shoulders, and maybe letting it go now is, well, we'll see. I'm speculating it's causing this reflective energy, kind of a nostalgic energy, but I feel like the reality of the situation is playing out in the cards here, and the reality being for you better to sort of move forward. Let's clarify this 10 of Wands, please, for Sagittarius. 10 of Wands. One card for Sag. Okay. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, can you see that there? We have the Hanged Man, yeah. It's being in a place of sort of, as we have with the card, it's that kind of stillness, And with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands, it's like there's not a lot of movement there, is what I'm saying. So the Hangman is a great card to have, because the Hangman allows you to take a different perspective, literally take a different perspective, flip it on its head, flip this situation on its head and take a new perspective, and know that it's okay to pause. It was okay to pause from your past coming into your present energies, and just process, which is what you're doing here with this Five of Swords. The Hangman, you know, he is an enlightened man, so maybe you've been enlightened to some new information, or potentially information coming in with this Wheel of Fortune, which is leading to this sort of, how would I put it, you know, this sort of looking back at the past, potentially changing the way you think about somebody or feel about a situation, and hopefully allowing you to drop this Ten of Wands here, which I'm sure is happening. So the Hangman's a great card to have. It just says, you know, advises to take a pause at this time, and just be, if possible. And as I said before, I feel like there needs to be some grounding going on here, with this Ten of Wands. I feel it's time to sort of ground and potentially meditate in this Hangman energy, taking a new perspective on things. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune for Sagittarius in love. Why is this Wheel of Fortune? That's the thing with the Wheel of Fortune, we don't know, you know, what's coming, but as I said, it is for our greater good. The Page of Swords. So yeah, we have this sort of messages, potentially new insight again with this Page of Swords, potentially receiving a message which provides this new insight, which has led to this Five of Swords energy, thinking, contemplating the past, potentially things that you've been hard done by with, so yeah, it's, you know, balancing at the moment. You sort of balancing with this this Five of Swords energy, and learning again. You've got this, she's reading a book, she's educating herself here in order to move forward. So it's taking that stance again of that sort of childlike stance of understanding things again with a new perspective, as we have here with this Hangman. So learning from a new perspective how to move forward out of whatever situation this was that was causing this burden here with the Ten of Wands. Of the Magician on the bottom of the deck, saying you have every tool you need to move forward. It's just bringing your thoughts into action. Your thoughts, as I said, try and potentially meditate with this Hangman energy. Meditate in that and then move forward. Right, I'm going to clarify the Judgment card for you now, Sagittarius. Oh, here we go. Just clarified itself. The Hierophant. Amazing. Again, Hierophant screams taking a new perspective, a new way of being. And again, we have this kind of enlightenment within each card. The Hangman there, we had the Magician pop up just, and the Hierophant. So it's a new way of learning, a new way of being, connecting with Source, knowing you're guided. The Hierophant is, you know, it's quite an authoritative card, but he's a very spiritual, it's a very spiritual card. It's, you know, the High Priestess's counterpart. So mind, it speaks of mind, body and spirit, and having that in order, having that in alignment, basically moving forward. And that's paired with the Judgment card. So in order to do that, it's freeing yourself of these burdens that you've been holding onto you in the past. Potentially people, you know, who still potentially want to be in that energy. As I was going to say earlier, but the two guys in the card there's two people crying in the background. You're like, come on, we won the battle, and they're like, but look at this, but we can't leave this behind. It's that kind of energy, being hard done by. But unfortunately, sometimes we have to leave people behind to move forward. We have to live out our truth And we have that there with the Ace of Wands, that spark of joy within you. Trusting your intuition again. There's so much going on here with this sort of energy of the higher self, the spirit, knowing what is for you and what's not for you. I feel like you know this, Sagittarius, what, you know, sparks joy within you. So trust your intuition at this time. And I feel like, again, I'm going to say it, and I'm not just saying it because I'm doing a tarot reading, but I feel like grounding yourself at this time, meditation could be of great help to you at this time. Right, so I'm going to clarify using the messages from the mermaids. I'm going to pull one card. I was debating then, I've got another deck, I might pull one card from that too. Yeah, well. One card of guidance for Sagittarius, please, for the highest and greatest good. Any messages that are within the highest and greatest good to hear at this time? Okay. We have gentleness. Being gentle with yourself at this time during this transitional period. And we have letting go on the bottom of the deck. Be gentle with yourself at this time, Sagittarius, with all these changes that are coming in. Right, I'm just going to read the short blurb. For gentleness, be gentle towards yourself and others at this time. Being harsh or using brute strength won't benefit you. There's great strength in gentleness. We kind of have that with, you know, the Ten of Wands in the beginning. It's like, oh, taking on too much. And then we also have it with the Five of Swords itself, post-battle energy. You know, be gentle with yourself at this time because things are changing. Take this energy of the Hangman. I'm not going to read the whole thing because I do want to pull another card. So, and letting go as well on the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to pull one card from the Seasons of the Witch, which is a new deck that I've got to show you. This deck, it's so lovely. Seasons of the Witch. So I'm going to pull one card of guidance for Sagittarius for their highest good. Any messages that are for their highest good to hear at this time? Yeah, quite masculine energy in this spread, isn't there? Battles, carrying all these wands. And then you get the male mermaid himself, which you don't usually get. So maybe it's speaking to, you know, actually tending to your inner feminine. We all have both masculine and feminine. Maybe it's about tending to that at this time. We have that being presented to us with a merman. Is that a thing? A merman. Right, so we had two cards pop out there. Wow. We had the green man there. And we have bonfire. And it was bonfire night, like 2 nights ago. Which is, and we're doing fire signs, so that's amazing. So the green man says, all that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I am abundant in all that I do. I like that. And we have bonfire. It is through remembering that you will wake the ritual of your existence and be reborn in mighty celebration. So I'm just going to quickly read the green man because that is what popped out first. Abundance. The green man stands for abundance. All that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I am abundant in all that I do. Everything the green man touches turns to gold, or rather green that is. He is the ultimate expression of abundance, and more specifically an abundant mindset. When the green man invites you to his earthly lair, it is to infuse you with the spirit of wealth. Money will flow to you with ease. Opportunities will suddenly come knocking, or your door will find the fulfillment of a goal is just within reach. This is also a sign that you're on the right path, and what you're doing now is working, so keep at it. This card shows that you are living life and enjoying all the fruits of your labour. You feel more confident and sure of yourself, and other people have taken notice of this and seek your advice, knowing you have much to share. The green man is also a giver and provider of wealth. Be generous with your abundance, both financially and spiritually. Share your knowledge and invite others to partake in your good fortune. Again, sort of what I've been saying throughout the spread about this sort of an enlightenment energy. And the Hierophant, he is a teacher. He is a teacher of knowledge, as we've discussed, mind, body and spirit. I'm just going to quickly look at bonfire as well, because it's a bit strange that that's come out. And it is, literally it was bonfire night 2 nights ago. It's quite an overwhelming card, isn't it? But it's amazing. I'm an Aries, so I'm a fire sign too. This is about remembrance, which is 5 of Swords energy there. It's through remembering that you will wake the ritual of your existence and be reborn into mighty celebration. In ancient days, all fires would be extinguished and a giant community fire created to represent the sun's power. The bonfire served as a reminder to seek growth, fertility and abundance, and to remember that dark days would be followed by light and all would be well again. In this way, bonfires represent a remembrance of the light within your spirit, a call to reclaim your inner power. Oh my gosh, what have we been saying? Are you full of inspiration and dreams but fail to take action? We all have an inner power, but if left unused, this power sinks into the background, allowing your inner force to dwindle, can lead to undesirable side effects such as low self-esteem, lack of motivation, negative feelings or stagnation, and confusion. The more your power is left unused, the less confidence you might have to seek out the dreams that are your right to claim. Bonfire brings you the gift of remembering the force within you and guides you to act upon the desires within your heart. This is a card of strong, forceful action, and when it comes to your spread, it is a sign that your plans, ideas or dreams are likely to lead to success. Like all fires, your dreams must be tended to, or the flame will go out. Do not let your flame extinguish, for each time you do, it will become more challenging to light again. I feel like the flame is coming out in you. We have it in so many cards. We have it in the Hangman, we have it in the Hierophant there, that little spark, that sort of spark of enlightenment, and we have it being brought forward in being gentle to yourself here with this Merman, that light. Amazing spread, Sagittarius. I hope this helped. If it did, please like, share, subscribe or comment. I would love to hear your comments, because obviously I read this and I read a narrative that's sort of played out in the cards in front of me, but I don't ever know if it resonates with people. Well, unless you like the spread, but you know what I mean. I want some comments. I want to actually understand if it does or not. But I'll stop rambling. So yeah, thank you very much. I hope this helped. I feel like you're on an amazing journey at this time. 2 major arcana, new beginnings and alignment, which I wish and hope for you. So thank you very much for joining me. Until next time.